Okay. So I never did go back and look at my clip from last night. Or not my clip, but my VOD. Let me, yeah, that audio level sounds pretty good. I didn't listen too much, but there was some, like, in-game, like, little bit more, like, the intense battle music, and then also fighting, and it didn't sound too bad. Okay. Oh, boy, am I tired. Whew. Did some landscaping today. Um... Let's just try this build with the daggers. They're the swords that we got from killing the boss. Just to see. I do think the bow is just gonna be better. But I'm just curious, like a really strong build comparing Hunter Bow to this, following the same pattern we do for the other one. So mainly we guys aren't crit damage, right? Guess we'll take resistance piercing too. Yeah, more crit damage. The good thing about these weapons is they guaranteed crit, so that means the ricochet shot is the only thing that won't be critting with this build, but we're not really building that for damage, technically, so... Sorry about the dog barking. I might be on the quieter side today just because of how tired I am. My lower back is killing me. I'm just kinda... I almost decided not to stream until later tonight when I can take a nap and rest up a bit and everything. Rest my lower back and all that, but I decided to toss it on. Do some streaming. I just... I'm a bigger guy. If you see some of the videos of my webcam on, you'll see, and maybe that's not even like a really good display of it. I'm pretty big, and but I try to get out and do some landscaping. I've been trying to diet and everything, and the last 2 days I've been out doing work outside in my lower back. I'm also really tall, so whenever I use any kind of tools, I need to I need to lean over a little bit, which really fucks my lower back. Boosted attack speed would actually be kind of nice, especially for this build. And honestly, chance for rare items isn't terrible. I've been having some pretty good luck by getting chance to rare items, and then you just get crazy boosts going on. I have a feeling this is going to be a build that's really good early game, but gets worse late game, because late game you really start to scale, like, with the bow, you're getting multiple projectiles, you're piercing, and all that, so you're hitting so many things when there's mass amounts of monsters. No matter what you do with these weapons, as far as I know, they're always just going to hit one target. Which means we're limited to, like, just attack speed, really, to generate. We're generating 25 energy per hit, which is a lot. But also the mobs dodge, if you notice that. That's, like, one of the really annoying things about this melee weapon is... and if they dodge, you don't generate the energy. So, like, right there, dodge... And I didn't do anything, so I have to take a second swing. And they don't have the fastest attack speed. Dodge there, and then hit. Dodge there, dodge twice, and then hit, you know? So it's like... Really just not a big fan of the feel of these weapons. But they do good early damage. But now that we're playing a build that's actually good, maybe it'll be better. Crit damage. Oh wait, that was crit chance. Oops. Oh well. We should still be fine. Getting some crit chance isn't terrible for, ricochet shot, since that's not going to be guaranteed crit. And then we are blade dashing as per the usual. Attack reach and damage to elites. Cool. Passive ability damage, that's what our main damage source is, or at least I think our main damage source is. Oh, we already get our second, that was fast. Got a Spirit Caravan. I'm gonna reroll that. I'm gonna actually take this just for the rerolls, I think. Move speed, sure. I guess we should see what we get boosted. Ricochet shot, okay. I mean, not necessarily what we wanted, but not bad. So we give, first things first, we give crit chance to our volley. Then we boost it, so that way we don't need to stack crit chance at all. Our main weapon will be 100% crit chance, and our precision volley will be 100% crit chance. Ooh. I'm thinking we take Mark of the Shadow. We'll finish our attack speed set, we'll get damage, crit damage, and pierce. So now we boost Primordial. I mean, I guess we'll take the resistance piercing, but we're gonna hit cap on energy reduction, so... and yeah, we're just gonna stack the hell out of crit damage. Attack speed, yep. Yeah, this skill combo, I think, is just good. We'll see when we fight more bosses. If we're rapid firing out quick enough. And when things live a little bit longer, we can really see how this goes. So far, I'm thinking the bow might be better, though. Just all around. I might just keep trying different weapons with this same build. Just see if anything feels crazier. The dodge is the problem right now. That was 3 dodges. They need to do something about that. It just makes... like, obviously, I'm pretty sure all the other weapons, the mobs dodge your attacks too. But when you're cleaving, it's not a problem. Single target, though? Oof. Oof. It's not fun. Good damage. Off that fast. Grab more attack reach for our melee, I suppose. Damage to stunned, we'll level that up. I guess we'll take crit damage and more pierce. I'm assuming precision volley can pierce. I think I do see it going through mobs. We need to get our ricochet shot set up before we really judge too much, though. Once we get its resource cost down, we'll be getting extra ones out. Instead of 10% damage, let's actually boost our chance for rare items. We still have a decent amount of time left to be able to find some decent rarity stuff. I mean, the caravan died fast. Okay, we're gonna... No, that's the wrong tab. We're gonna boost moon runes. I guess we'll take the split chance. Proc chance. I guess we can do projectile duration and split on Ricochet. That way we're getting full use of our double from moon runes. Next to level up our item we find, I'm gonna take a second to click a few buttons on my idle game real fast. I think this build has more single target. Granted, we do have Mark of Shadow, so it's kind of hard to tell. Alright, give me 1 second to make some purchases on this. Oh, actually, this next stuff costs a lot. Let me just do one quick check to see. Oh, we did progress a bit. Okay. We're good to go. I guess we'll take crit chance for Ricochet shot, even though our other stuff is guaranteed. I wonder what happens with my scroll when I'm done getting everything. Primal damage. Primal damage. Attack speed. Sure. Primal damage. Yeah, attack speed. Let's go. I kind of just want to start skipping, but it's fine. We can slap one more in. What do we want? Not that, not that. Guess there's a chance it's done. Honestly, we don't dash very often, so rarity up. Let's take attack speed and chance for rare items.
Shooter.
Yeah.
I want that. You talked about it, and now I'm freaking craving it. That Vindictus remake.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at that and see what we got.
I looked at the Steam page, and it just looked like the same game, at least for what they have on there.
Well, so they did a remastered of Vindictus already. But I think
Gotcha.
there's actually like Vindictus 2 coming out.
On Steam page, it's called Vindictus, like, Dying Sun, or something like that.
Defying Fate.
Yeah, Defying Fate, there you go. And it's like 2025 release or something like that, I think I saw.
Yeah.
and it's
That's what
not
I'll
out
say. I kind
yet
of
and
hope it's the
stuff.
same game. Like,
I do too.
sure, change it up a bit, but like that was a good game.
I hope they like get
Had
rid of those
performance.
dumb like newbie sets that just ruin the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I'd love it if they didn't do too much pay to win like they did before, but whatever. It's not really a PvP game, so. Yeah,
What's
there's.
about?
You could buy like the enchants, and then you could buy the enchants to like make it safer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hold on, I gotta take this phone call. Be back in a minute.
You actually have to? Yeah, I didn't think so. Did you ever play Vindictus, Travis?
Oh yeah, way back in the fucking day.
Yeah, that shit was a good one.
Don't nobody play that garbage now.
What are they at, actually?
I'm like so bad at this game. I don't even know when I play it. Oops. That's some fucking ass.
Alright, I'm back. You still there, Mega? I guess not. Alright, yeah, this isn't bad. I do think the other weapon's better, though. I think this is better single target. Oh, we'll take prep damage.
I'll be right back.
Oh, I guess I could have, instead of power, I guess right now, so normally I take the move speed because I'm clearing the whole arena with the other skill. But with this one, we're not quite doing that, so I guess we technically don't need the move speed. But this single target seems better, I think. Like, that was really nice. We're not even close to the crit damage we've had before, too. Let's do Chance to Stun. We've been putting Chance to Stun in a lot of things, more than we've been taking some of that other stuff. We'll grab some instant attack. Maybe we should have taken that attack reach one. I didn't even look at what the other node was on it. That might have been a bad thing on my part. But yeah, we were up to 600% crit damage on the other one. We still have 500, 5 minutes left, though. And we're already back up to 515 right here. So I guess we're sitting decently pretty. I need to use some of my charges, too. I mean, I guess we can take power ability damage. We don't necessarily need it. I definitely think the weapons are comparable. I would have to time the runs to see how, like, and look at materials gained over the course of several runs. It's also very finicky based on, like, the gear you find and stuff, too. Like, maybe I did have some stats I didn't realize in my last run with the bow that made it so much better for clearing versus this one, or whatnot, but... What weapon should we try next? Ideally, one I have leveled up. We could try the Scimitars. The Scimitars were another top-tier weapon we've done a lot of work with, and we have them leveled up already. I mean, I could level up more melee weapons, or more weapons in general, too. Let's boost this up. Should we go one more time? We don't have any, I mean, attack speed wouldn't be bad. No, we'll just do the attack speed and maybe boost the next piece. I was gonna go one more time, but... to hopefully get some crit damage, but... What's our attack speed at? 336, yeah, so we're not even really close to capped. Not bad, not bad. We definitely got more scrolls this run doing the... I think we're spec'ing the scrolls right now. I have 65 crit damage with some more all damage. Oh, I just realized we didn't get... We might have got one early on this run, but, I don't think we got... I think we only maybe got one gold coin. We have no rerolls for this, so... I guess all damage, everything else is maxed. Wait, did we get a double drop? What the heck? All damage again, I guess. More attack speed. I mean, I guess we can grab more Pierce. Yeah, we're definitely not having as much screen control here in the end. Oh, we actually lost some lives. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, this in the late game definitely fell off. So I really bow definitely is better. I'm pretty sure I have better gear this run than I did in my last one too. So, and now we're in the death gear. So, as usual, we are able to kill some of the death tier in case there's ever some kind of achievement or accomplishment for that. We know this build can kill some of them. We did get one. Okay. Man, those primordial ones are really hard to get. Only getting one to two a run. Wild. Alright, we're gonna try Scimitars. Sorry about the dog. My nephew's home in his loud truck, so the dog is freaking out about it. Crit chance and arc isn't bad. And then I think we have to go Cult Initiate to be able to dual wield, maybe? Actually, we might just get dual wielding. It's fine though. Cult Initiate works. The Scimitars. Ricochet shot. Definitely not a good early game right now. But the late game is where it's at, I think. We'll see. That's kind of a bummer. Damn. I don't know if we can block, but I don't want to waste any more reroll shards. I think we'll take attack speed and chance for rare items. It's not ideal, but having one thing, especially this early, for a chance to find rare items is kind of nice. It's picking up a little already. Even just getting that piece of gear with attack speed and the attack speed node, we're already feeling okay. Precision volley. Ooh, that was a nice bounce. Ooh, that was a pretty good single target right there, too. Okay, so I think we have to put Arc, right? As much as I want instant attack, I think Arc is the best. I don't know if chain targets works, so I'm just gonna go ability damage. Oh, crapola. We may have to respec this. I mean, more attack speed can be good, but I kind of want crit damage. Hold on, let me check my leg real fast. I was out in the tall grass today, and we get a lot of ticks in our area usually, and I thought I felt something. We're good, though. No tick. Okay. Do we rarity up real fast? Instead of using one reroll token to reroll this, maybe we rarity up it and hope. We didn't get any crit damage. We've been bamboozled. Okay. Okay, crit damage and attack speed. That's good. We can work with that. We use a lot of reroll stuff when we on our second piece of gear, but hopefully we'll get some better luck with crit damage rolls coming up here. I'm really excited for this game to have more updates too. This is definitely a game I will return to someday. I may wait for like a good chunk of updates. I may not, like, for a while, every time Vampire Survivors had an update, I would come back and play it. But I wonder how painful the all-random is gonna be. I wonder if it's gonna feel good at all, or if it's just gonna feel like pain constantly. I wonder if there will be a chance for, like... My hope is it'll be like sometimes you'll get a pop-off build, and you'll be like, oh, this skill working with this skill is actually really good. I also wonder how random it is. Does it pick your gear, like... your starting class, your gear, your weapons, like everything, your runes, and all that for you? I'm excited to try it. But, first things first is maxing everything. So that way whatever we get will have full slots and all that. Assuming that that matters. I mean, I guess for all I know, it might not matter. Oh, this is our movement ability. I was like, wait, I thought we were done getting abilities already. Okay. Whatever gave us a chance to stun, it might be our gear set. No, we don't even have the gear set. Oh, 7% chance, at least right now. We stun lock the shit out of that boss. Damn, I am getting really bad luck with the soul fragments. I'm gonna re-roll it. I don't care. Attack speed, yeah. Passive ability damage is good too, but... more crit hit damage and attack speed. Hell yeah. We're gonna boost our swords with Sun. We are gonna take another reroll. Wait, what? It took 2 reroll shards. You bitch. Yeah, we are like nearly 360 on our arc, so we're hitting almost all the way around us, and then attack speed's pretty good. It still doesn't feel super crazy though compared to the bow. I will say that. I guess I'll take more rerolls. Something I never really paid much attention to is as soon as I can use my rerolls on gear, I probably should. We get instant attack and crit damage. That's what we're going with. And it's on the other set. So technically we could get some move speed if we find another piece on that set. We are going to have a lot of attack speed this run. Alright, let's boost our Blade Dash to see what our other skill gets. Okay. That actually works out kind of good because last run Ricochet Shot got it too, so consistently. Oh hey, we got the move speed. Oh wait, that's crit chance. I mean, we could grab some crit chance. Or we could rarity up. Maybe we should rarity up. Okay, we're not going to get the move speed. But I guess we'll get crit damage. It's fine. We don't need the move speed. Half the time we didn't even take the move speed node from Hunter. Okay, this is feeling a bit better already. We're scaling. We're scaling. Speaking of move speed, actually passive ability damage. I almost want the move speed, at least at this point. I'm actually killing fast enough that I feel like I need it. I guess I can dash. I can use my movement ability as a movement ability. What?
This boss is pretty fucking cool.
You're pretty fucking cool.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a fanboy.
Okay. Took it too far. You're not cool anymore.
You bitch.
Our single target definitely isn't to the level of what we want, but we're just starting to scale this stuff, which we actually want to rarity up ASAP. Because I'm pretty sure if your gear is blue, when you get this plus up, it always has it has a chance for 2 stats or double rolls, right? So the sooner we get these blue, I don't know, maybe it doesn't work like that though. I have to pay attention to that. We'll see. Crit damage and instant attack, though, we're taking that. And then Precision Volley, we can finally start getting it crit chance. And then next one will get us... So I don't think we really want Attack Force, right? Honestly, I think I skip this and get me another reroll shard that I can use to boost gear. Because I can't reroll it. Attack Force is knockback. Ideally, we want to hit more targets. We don't want to be knocking them back out of our range. We want the enemies to get in closer. Yeah, we're definitely not quite, like, this is nowhere near the energy generation, which, it's crazy because I remember Centaurs being pretty good for energy generation, but maybe it'll get better once I get the reduced cost in, and we scale a little harder. But once again, that Hunter bow is just disgusting. It also doesn't help that we're scaling, like, so much of our points are scaling some projectile, like, pierce and amount and stuff. So, and using melee weapons, we're just not utilizing any of that, so I guess it does make sense. I also think I used this on a character where they got a lot of, like, instant attack. Like, I've used them on Oathkeeper and stuff. They get a lot of instant attack and all that, so I guess it kind of makes sense that maybe another class is better for the Centaurs. I guess we'll take crit damage. We'll boost this up with, what is it, Primordial? So now our Precision Volley has a 100% chance to crit. We should be doing pretty good with that now. Honestly, before I take the crit damage, I might get the energy cost reduction, because we're not shooting them out at, I mean, like, I guess they are shooting out. Maybe we do take the crit damage. I mean, that's the same order we did last time, right? So maybe we should follow the same steps as last time. Yeah, we'll do it. Good damage. And then... Yeah, see, like, I think because these are blue, we have 2 stats getting boosted. So I think ASAP, you want to make sure you use your 3 shards to get your gear to blue, so that way every piece you find after is going to be upgrading by blue, I think. And yeah, this is just either, both of these are crit damage, and chances they're both the same for pants and boots. Kind of funny. I guess if I were to keep using... Well, this is very situational, because I don't always have this chance to stun. But with the chance to stun this high, it'd probably be pretty good to run... If I got a 4th slot on Precision Volley, to run damage to stunned. This isn't too bad, though. We still have room to scale. It had its slow moments, but it seems to be picking up a bit. Stun on gear is pretty nice. Just stun locking these bosses. I've been using a bit of projectile duration, so I guess we'll level that up. Super boost my crit damage even more. Wow, man. I guess ability damage is okay, but boy, have those been bad. Good, we got another scroll. We can super boost Moon. Jesus. Once again, Soul Core is just not doing it today. Once again, bad Soul Core. I mean, it's getting us skip tokens, I suppose, which is going to let us boost our gear. I think next might be a short bow test, maybe.
Oh, fuck.
So right here, gloves, we can rarity up, and then ideally... Okay, so how does that work? I did rarity up, and now I don't have the glove option anymore to make the gloves blue. All the other pieces are already... so I guess it's just like a normal boost. Because of that. That's kind of too bad. That means I kind of wasted the 3 shards in a way. I guess that's just part of the RNG, I suppose. Crit damage attack speed is what we're going to take, though. And now we don't have... Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so no. It can just drop as white. If we see here, chest, helmet, all of those are blue. So my theory was wrong. Making all your gear blue doesn't actually boost it by... doesn't make it guaranteed to drop blue upgrades. So, never mind. Take a little bit of crit chance for our other skills. We're actually pretty low on crit chance, it's kind of funny. But our main damage source should be a guaranteed critting, so... But it can't hurt to make our other sources have a little better. We can try Spirit Caravan. It looks like they're lagging. They keep getting, like, stunned, but they apparently have some kind of good stun threshold because they seem to be breaking out of the stun very quickly.
No. I didn't dodge 2 more times because I forgot where he was. And all I had to do was survive and I would have beaten him.
Travis.
No, he changes. I'm so used to him only doing 2 attacks, but there at the very end, he does 4. And he had done it the round before, which is how I knew it was 4, but I forgot right afterwards, and he smacked the shit out of me. But see, that shit's okay though, because, you know, yeah, the boss is hard, but it's not like Dark Souls hard. It's it's more like Elden Ring when you've overgrinded hard. So far, I'm very early on in the game, so I'm guessing the bosses will get much more difficult.
I need to look at some gameplay of that game, because every time I've seen it, it's like turn-based, so I don't know how that's like Dark Soulsy at all, but maybe it's not.
It's turn-based with real-time mechanics. I was talking to my son earlier about it, and I put it in my review too. Nothing about this game is unique. It's that they took a whole bunch of different elements of different genres of games and smashed it all into one, and that's what makes it a unique gaming experience. It is turn-based, so the exploration is third person, regular, just like any other game, like Dragon's Dogma, pretty much. Story, same deal. Combat is turn-based, but it has real-time elements. So let's say I cast a fireball or whatever my mage has. When he starts going through the actual animation of it, it'll pop up a key that you have to hit, which so far it's only been spacebar, but I think that's going to change too. You have to time the presses of your keys, and it will have an additional effect. So it's not that if you don't do the combo, your dude's nerfed, but if you do the combo, you get an extra little umph behind it. Like, for example, if I use my girl's buff that reduces damage on a single target member, if I pass the minigame, it buffs the whole party instead of just that one member.
That's not true.
Which is pretty fucking cool. And then you do have dodge and parry mechanics too, and the parry has a riposte effect. So if you parry all of the monster's abilities in that turn, you'll riposte and fucking devastate its ass, and that's the kind of Dark Soulsy side to it. That, and I think when you rest, it respawns all mobs.
Oh, that's
Stuff like that. But it's very good. It's very good.
But yeah, what you were saying a minute ago, I'm pretty sure most games these days are just taking things from other games and putting them in like unique combinations. Yeah. There's not much new anymore.
That is very true. This one though, it's not new, but it feels new, and it's very innovative. And I don't know how true this is. He's a huge fanboy, but my son loves this game, and he says as you progress, it just keeps getting better and better and better and better and better. So it's got me excited to keep playing. And then any time that Mega says anything negative about the game, that automatically makes it one of the best games in history.
True.
Especially
I love
League of
Baldur's Gate
Legends.
so much. Wow.
I guess it's not one of the best games in history then. But it is one of the best games in history to me.
Did they finish it yet?
Like 20 times.
No, he said, did they finish it yet?
Like 20 times.
We have Act 3 done?
It's been done.
We actually go to the Baldur's Gate?
Huh? Yeah, we're in Baldur's Gate. You ended the game at the beginning of Baldur's Gate.
Upper City, and then you get the whole fucking...
Upper City is not part of their game.
It was supposed to be, but they cut it and said they were going to finish it later. That's what the devs said.
Yeah,
and then they sold it off.
Well, that is
They also
true.
said that it's supposed to be like 3 times as much story for like those 3 side henchmen, but they cut all that content too.
Yeah, for what's his nuts, the druid, Paulson, Minthara. Who's the other one? There's another one that has no story.
The bad guy, the main 3 dudes.
Yeah,
they were supposed to have their own story too?
They were supposed to have like 5 times as long of arcs.
Oh god, that
but
would
all
have been
that got
so
cut.
good?
Yeah, no, they cut literally 90% of chapter 3 or whatever. Or whatever the final chapter is.
Yeah. They were saying Cataract was supposed to be the smaller of the stories. Which was all of Act 2 pretty much, I felt like was Cataract, or at least half of it.
Yeah, each one was supposed, like Mega said, each one was supposed to have one longer than Cataract. But they cut it all.
Yeah, their shit was pretty...
It was,
now,
Great game.
You mean like
That
their
is perfect.
story was supposed to be longer, but not necessarily a playable arc?
I mean, you're
both,
supposed
yeah.
to play through, like, you know how you played through the Kethrak and you're climbing through, like, his mansion and everything,
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that,
Vulnerable
and it's,
until the whole Valkyrie chick and
Yeah.
yeah, they're supposed
Yeah.
to have their own, like, big, long chain like that, like, another, like, 20 hours or something, 10 to 20 hours for each of those characters of play.
I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm kind of glad they didn't, because that fucking game is long enough
No, it would've
without
been-
all that shit.
yeah.
It would have
actually,
been so
that was my-
ridiculously long.
I really hated the story at the end, though. Like, literally, we walked in the room and killed one of those, like, big three that they built up, and we didn't even realize we were fighting them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Gortash was ridiculously easy. All you had to do was destroy that one fucking thing that gave him the force. Honestly, you didn't even have to do that. You could technically have whipped his ass with the force bubble, but you kill that one thing with the force bubble and you can one-turn him. He was kind of pathetic.
and then, like, I don't even remember the other... Like, I remember the one chick, and then I don't even remember the other one.
It was you just have to clear the factory, and then it's just like a mob at that point.
Oh.
Remember we cleared the robot factory and then went up into his chamber, and I think Chase like almost one-turned him before we even realized like that was him.
Yeah.
And it was all the traps on the walls.
Yeah, really, the only memorable fight for me was the chicken red.
Yeah.
The other two, I don't even know. I mean, I remember going up in the room with the traps on the wall. That's the other one I remembered. But the third one, I don't even know
That's right.
what it was.
Now,
This
do
is
you...
the big bone demon.
Oh, that was...
Turned.
Okay. For some reason, I thought there was 3 in Act 3 that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kethric should have been the last one that you fought.
Yeah, Kethrak was huge. Kethrak was
Yeah,
the best part of
like,
that whole story.
by
After that, the
far
game
best.
sucked.
And like fucking Gortash, he's supposed to be the chosen of Bane, but he didn't have a fucking avatar. He just had a shitty ass contraption that he used. Bane said, "Fuck you."
Yeah. No, I mean, the game was fun. I liked the choices and stuff like that, but the story was so shit that I never want to play it again.
I thought the story was amazing. Now the main arc was good, but I do agree with you guys that I mean there was nothing surprise about it. You knew you were fighting a brain almost the whole time, or at least I did because I know so much about Illithids and shit from reading the Dark Elf trilogy. But
I didn't even know it. They just said it towards the beginning of the game, and then that's just what it was. We're all sitting there, oh, what if this guy's gonna do this, and it's gonna be some twist, and he's gonna, like, absorb the brain and become a god, and... Nope. It's just a brain.
Kind of not. So there are many different endings. Like you can't absorb the brain, but you definitely get options at the end for how you end.
Well,
the
no,
game.
I meant, like, you know your Illithid buddy that you can, like, bang or whatever?
Oh yeah.
Like, we were thinking maybe
He
he
should've been a
absorbs
boss,
it,
too.
becomes a god, and then he's, like, the end boss. Like, that's a condition, like a win condition. Or, like,
Yeah,
one
that
of the
would've
other
been
big
cool.
bads could have, like, became one of the big endgame bosses or something. Like, have some kind of plot twist.
I really liked his backstory too, though. And that shit threw me for a loop. That was one aspect of the story that I did not anticipate, and it was really fucking good.
But it's like...
Yeah, I hear you. There was no real surprise for the main story, but I
It's
thought
like reading a
lot of the
mystery
side
novel,
stories
and in the beginning they're like, this is the guy that did it, and then they go into the mystery about who did it. And it's like, well, this is boring, I already know.
trying to think of the earliest point that they did that they revealed the brain. The earliest point that I can remember would have been when Elminster tasked Gale with blowing himself up for the brain. Until that point, it's not really revealed, or is it? When they make you bow at the Goblin Camp, it's the Dead 3, it doesn't show the brain. And in the Underdark, I don't think that there's any indication. It's Elminster is the first one. He tasked Gale to blow himself up on the brain. That's the first time that you hear about it. And then it ends up being the truth the whole time. I think their whole thing behind it too was the fact that it went from a normal nether brain, what I forgot what it was called originally, but it ascended to a nether brain. It was that pretty much it turned into a god is the best way of putting it, kind of thing. But it was under control by the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing that you guys did miss out on because you didn't play the game single player was the Dark Urges campaign. The Dark Urges campaign fills in a lot of gaps of the story, and honestly, I feel that's how the story was supposed to be played. But there's a lot of stuff in that one that comes to fruition in Act 3. But I do agree with you all. I wish they would have finished. I wish they would have finished Act 3.
How's Expedition?
Yeah, you just can't fight fucking fighters in that game. It is a waste of time. The guy misses 6 parries and still just one-shots me. Oh.
I'll be right back.
I'm back. Apparently, this did not work, so we gotta go back. What do we do to get, can we not get throwing daggers as a hunter? We already have proficiency for dual wielding. That gives proficiency for daggers. Well, that sucks. What is it considered? Throwing weapons, daggers. So I guess we just don't get the proficiency for throwing weapons. Is there a... There's no throwing weapon origin? I guess not. Damn. Well, I leveled that up for no... I mean, I'm leveling up everything eventually anyway, but I leveled up that for no reason. Unless I try a different class with the build that I want to do. What are the skills that I use?
Yes.
Precision volley... is... Oh, nope, I can't. You have to be a hunter with this build. Unless you don't use precision volley, but... I haven't tried not using precision volley. But I don't know what else you'd use. Unless you, like, mark a shadow instead, but... I don't know. I don't want to mess with trying to change up the build that much yet, so... We are stuck on Hunter because we cannot get this Origin yet. If we had this Origin, we would be able to. Also, what are sigils? Oh! That would give you access to, like, Sigil of Flame? Is that the only sigil in the game? But anyway, yeah. So... Damn. Okay. So, Hunter, so throwing knives out of the question. Which also means that I'm guessing throwing axes are out of the question. Which doesn't leave us a ton of options. We can't get the throwing hammer on any other class either. Because it's considered like a magic weapon or something, I guess? I don't know. Even if you pick the shield node, the Hammer of Soul doesn't show up. I think we can get this one if we take the shield node. But this is once again one of those situations where it's only a single target skill, which means it's probably just going to be a worse version of Blade of Aka, but you get block, so... We don't need the defensive, though. Which means that leaves us with either trying daggers, which, once again, it's just a melee, but we could try them eventually, and just see if the crazy attack speed feels good. It's, what, 2.2 attacks per second, which is 10 energy per hit. What's some quick math? How would we do that? How would we do that math? Would that be a multiply? 2.22 times 10? No. Really, I mean... My brain is just not thinking right now. I'm trying to compare these two, right? So 1 attack per second is 25, so... So per second, we're getting 20... And then whatever 0.22 is. That's how it would be. 10 times 0.22. 2.2. So technically, the daggers are less energy than the blades, right? That would be 22.2 energy per second. Oh, sorry, for these ones. But would attack speed scale them harder? I guess it depends on how attack speed is calculated. Are we getting like 300% of 2.22 versus 300% of 1? Is that how like the attack speed percentage works? Because that could scale way harder, right? The attack speed stat. It might just be something that we'd have to try. You know what? Let's just try it. Whatever. Yeah, we'll try that, and then we'll farm up enough to be able to level up a short bow. And then After shortbow, I think I'm kind of out of ideas, unless we try another melee weapon, but... Is this... So the Titan bow is actually... You attack a little slower, but you actually get more energy, right? That would be 10 energy per second right there. This one would be... I don't know how to tell how much that would be per second. That's 9.38 energy per... Well, wait, no, would that be it? Maybe that is it. 9.38 energy per second. I think that's right. Versus 10. So I guess they're very close, right? I guess that attack per second does really come in. So they're super close. Technically, the Titan bow is a tiny bit more per second. But like I said, if attack speed does work like I said, attack speed's going to scale this a little bit harder. The Hunter bow. Plus, we're scaling all primal damage and stuff anyway, so that'll just give it a little bit more oomph versus this one being stuck at Lunar. So, yeah, we'll try daggers just to see if attack speed scaling is kind of insane compared to what the Blade of Akaz did. And then from there, I don't know. We might just be picking what we did before in farming. I am hungry. It's only... I still have like an hour until dinner. Give me daggers. Yeah, we really can't get it, right? Just to make sure. Yeah. Bummer. We need to get that reach going. Although we're about to get ricochets going off, so that'll be good. That'll help clear some of these out. We also haven't had the attack speed yet. That happened our Scimitar run, I think, where we didn't get the attack speed right away. It was kind of rough. There it is. Daggers, we need to give them reach for sure. Wow. I mean, crit damage, I guess, but I'm not really happy with any of that. I'm gonna boost it, I think. YOLO. Crit damage, all damage, that's better. Good, we didn't screw ourselves with the boost. Damn, we have to reroll for our precision volley, but we got it. Alright. I'm gonna start feeling a little better now. Daggers still have pretty short. I mean, I don't have the other nodes yet, but pretty slow reach. Or low reach. I wonder how our idle game is going. I have it minimized right now. We're getting there. Projectile amount. Man, I really wanted to use throw. That's another thing I really hope we get more of, is more origins to be able to use all the different weapon types and all the different characters. It's so weird that you can do some on some and others not. I don't know. Man, I kind of want this one, but Arcane Orbs were not scaling at all. But I guess it is crit chance instead of crit damage. I kind of want to blow a reroll on this, though. Oh, crit okay, I guess we can't. I mean, I know I just, like, said no to crit chance before, but crit chance, all damage, and extra dodge charge isn't terrible. And we get concentrated shot. Instant attack, and then we boost it. I was kind of tempted to boost it first to get the extra range, but... The funny thing is, I think my Blade of Aka run actually had a, like a legendary piece of gear like that, with a, not concentrated arrow, but I did have, like, a passive stat. This is feeling pretty good so far. The daggers really do attack quick. Damage to healthy, I guess. Helps a little bit. The typical melee problem. Already seeing the dodging happening. It's so weird how I notice it so much on single target, or, yeah, on these melee skills that only hit one target, versus the ones that, the classes that have, like, more AoE with their basic attack. I just don't notice it at all. That enemies are dodging like that. Wow, he died fast. Jesus. We're gonna give them more reach, because we desperately need that. Sun Runes boosted. We're gonna get our attack speed. Maybe. Jesus. All the rerolls. Damn you, game. Taking all my rerolls. Oh, man, I really don't need another crit chance piece. But there's no crit damage piece here. Oh! I'm rerolling. I'm actually, as much as I kind of want to take this crit chance piece, I think I'm going to take the crit damage one and chance for rare items. I've been really enjoying the rarity increase. I guess we'll give a little bit more pierce. Oh my god, my mom's calling again. You're back. Okay, guys. I think I have to go, unfortunately, after this run. I definitely wanted to stream longer than this, but I have a series of things I'm about to have to do, which is gonna mean going AFK, like, a lot. And I'd rather just not go AFK 70,000 times on stream. Which, I am feeling very kind of blah anyway right now. As I said when I started the stream, I'm, like, really exhausted today. After, I'm just out of shape doing landscaping shit. Got me all tired and shit. I'm gonna skip that for a shard. So we can upgrade gear more. I almost think it's worth it, like... This is actually feeling really good though, guys. This might... We'll have to see. But this might be better. This might be better than the bow, at least at the rate it's going. Which also, if that's the case, we could technically... We get access to dual wielding without needing to be rogue, right? If that's the case, we can also start with the rarity and rerolls. The treasure hunter origin. Which, I mean, technically, if we're using the bow, we can do that too. I think that's what I was doing for a bit. Getting that magic find was really nice. 345 crit damage, or... Yeah, I'm gonna get good damage. Hey, Sean. I only have one skill with 4 rune slots. These are both my daggers. When you're dual wielding, it shows 2 icons. I don't know why. But they're both my thief daggers. No problem, man. I do dumb shit all the time. Half the time I sit here not paying attention and take the wrong stats and crap. Hey, Mr. Boss, let's see how fast you... Oh, there's double boss. Okay, you died fast. Goodbye. Daggers might be the evolution of this build. The bow was good, but it might be getting retired. Guess we're gonna take chance for rare items over... I guess I could have taken the move speed. A little bit more move speed wouldn't hurt. We're still ramping our attack speed, too. We don't even have our attack speed node maxed yet. Sure, we can take more damage to healthy, I suppose. Damage to healthy might be pretty good because of... I'm assuming that if I hit them hard enough when they're above 50% health and considered healthy, that will just one-shot them. I'm guessing it doesn't nerf the damage back down when they go under half, I would assume. I mean, I guess we can
still a character in this game.
take... I mean, no, actually, let's take this one, the all damage and the crit chance. That's what I'm thinking. We don't necessarily need crit chance, but if we get it, we get it. Ricochet shot, we will just throw on... This is melee, so no projectile stuff matters. I think projectile duration is pretty good for ricochet shot. I haven't fought these leaping guys in a while. My sun touch zones must not have rolled on this zone in a while. I actually don't like him. I feel like I'm getting less mobs because of it. Yeah, so far, this is cranking. So far, it's better single target than the bow build, and I think it's either just as good clear or better. What's our last rune gonna be? I actually have no idea. Maybe double... Can we put double shot chance on... I'll have to see what I can put on these daggers. But I have no idea what the fourth one's gonna be on there. Oh, it's fun deleting bosses. I guess we're just getting move speed, nothing else we can do. We need to get to the point where we can just start passing on shards, or passing on runes. Chance to stun with Primal. Suppose we're taking that. Nothing else does anything for us. Let's see. So attack arc doesn't do anything. We cannot get damage. Yeah, no. I think our only option in this scenario is to just give it a chance to stun. So we could get our 5th dodge charge. I might take the move speed this time. Normally I don't max that one out, but I don't think we need the... I think we have a dodge charge on gear, right? Which means that might get boosted to 2 and give us our 5th dodge charge soon. Oh nice, we got a gold point from that boss. That's awesome. If anybody on the stream doesn't know about this strat, thanks to Luke, he let me know about it on stream in chat. If you leave at least one empty rune slot, these scrolls will still drop, and then you can just skip on them and get free reroll shards that you can then use on your gear and stuff. I did not even think about it until I was told. I just filled all my rune slots and went on my way.
Has Gordon been AFK stream?
It's like 3.2 years.
Sure, projectile split. We'll take it. We are not getting lucky on our... I think we... What do we have for crit damage on gear? Because we are not getting crit damage showing up. We have it on that, have it on that, have it on that. Okay, we have crit damage on every piece except for one. Yet, I almost never see it here. I guess we'll just take the super boosted crit chance for other skills. That's fine. Hopefully we can start getting some more crit damage, though, soon, because I think we're way behind on crit damage. Which is saying something about this build being so behind on crit damage, yet it's doing so good. Double shot? I'm assuming double shot might work for some of our abilities. YOLO. Whatever. The rapid attack speed is so fun. Or a machine gun of stabs. So we're just gonna start taking unlimited power now, because I don't think we don't really need the dodge charges, and we're not doing any element damage, so that other node is... It's bad. Where's all the gear at, man? Alright, let's see how bosses do at 5 minutes left. Okay, that one's pretty much done. Pretty good. I think it's still faster than the bow, but slower than the Blade of Akaz. But the Blade of Akaz didn't have as good of clear. Yeah, we're gonna take the big juiced crit damage. Man, we're not even over 400 crit damage yet with 5 minutes left. That's pretty bad. Guess we just got a couple more pieces, though. We're up to 420 now. One of the funny numbers, 420. Blaze it, yo. Is that what you're supposed to say? Do the kids still say that these days? Blaze it, yo. They probably say, the kids these days probably say, like, twirl dabadoo or something like that. I don't know. What was it? There was... I'm getting so old that there was something that I heard, like, a younger kid saying. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. There was something this younger kid was saying, and I was like, I don't even know what he was even trying to say. Because, like, I'm just getting so old I just don't know what they're saying anymore. Alright. Pick up all of our coins. And... projectile split? Yeah, let's do it. With all that, did we get any gear? A whole caravan, no gear? I think it was all just scrolls. Which, I mean, I'll take it. Getting my runes maxed is still on the agenda. I'm really curious if, like, those scrolls turn into anything, or do they just stop dropping, or what happens when you have every rune maxed. I'm assuming they're just gonna stop dropping, kind of like when you fill up your actual sockets. Those usually just stop dropping. This definitely went really well, though. I genuinely didn't think daggers were gonna do this good. Goodbye, boss. Passive damage is good. Let's rarity up. 470 crit damage. We're usually, to give some context, we're usually around 600 crit damage right now on most of our other runs. Oh, wow. They're actually getting to me a bit. I lost some health bars. I wasn't paying attention to my health or my dodge charges. Interesting. Second time, these final... Look at how much they're dodging, though. It's crazy. I didn't realize enemies get so many dodge charges until I really started paying attention to it. Something I did do, I made the enemies get more health the farther we go into the game with my, what are they called, void fragments? Instead of the enemies having more attack speed, they have more health and damage now, so it's possible that I'm skewing my own results because of that. I haven't played bow since I made them. Normally I don't struggle this hard with bow on this wave. Usually the enemies just don't even get to me. Oh, I should have rarity upped. Oh well. I mean, it's still doing good. We are getting swarmed by a lot of enemies, and they're tanky. Usually the guys with shields and everything are decently tanky, and they're still dying pretty fast. And we are lower crit damage than we should be, so... But I'm gonna try... Oh shit, no, that's right, I gotta go. I forgot after this run. Unfortunately, I have some work stuff and some family stuff that came up, and so I have to go. Shit. I want to try short bow though next time I play. Well, I normally try to stream longer than this, guys, so I apologize for that. But with this run ending, I'm gonna have to go right after. But I almost paused and left in the middle, but I'm able to buy a little bit of time, but not enough time for a whole nother run. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back later tonight at around 2 a.m. 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern, maybe a tad bit later. Wow, I got 4 gold coins that run. That's exciting. But anyway. Sorry about my dog barking, too. But yeah, 2 to 3 a.m. Eastern, maybe a little bit later. I have some recording for my reaction channel to do, and then I also want to record a YouTube video about this build, I think. So I might be on a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm your #1 fan!
Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Right at the end. But yeah, thanks for the follow from all you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.